Hey agents, it's Manny. This is a continuation of my 2-man discovery run at Iron Horse. In this video, we're taking down Boss 2. I'm not going to cover my build this time because I've used a similar build in a previous video. I have a link for that video in the description below. The only difference though between that build and the one I'm running here is my skills. I'm running with Fixer Drone and Restore Hive because I'm going to be stuck in the control room by myself, so I need the healing. I'll cover my point of view and some general tips in case you decide to do this yourself. It really isn't that hard. Before we start, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and ding that notification bell so you know when there's new videos. And if you're looking for someone to game with, you can find me and other players in the Militia Discord server. The link is in the description below. Alright, once your teammate enters the forge, that's when the encounter begins and the first codes will come up. Now, I have another video on this for normal version, not the discovery, where I'll go over like what the codes are. It's the same thing for this as it is in there. So up in the top right hand corner, I will put a link to that video, and I'll also have a link to it in the description at the timestamped point of watching that video. And since it's 2-man, he reads the codes off, he has to run out of the room, and he has to go find which panel has it and shoot the right box. So he's doing all that. I'm basically just sitting up here letting him tell him the codes. My job's pretty easy actually. The nice thing about discovery though too is you can 2-man it because no one needs to open the door, so it doesn't matter, the power never goes out because the doors always go up and down. So here's our second code. I told him it's going to take a little bit. Now what happens is the boss is going to break the glass and the doors will shut because there's going to be no one in there. So I'm just going to basically help him out as much as I can. If I see enemies coming up, I'll take care of them, but for the most part I should stay in the control room because once the glass breaks I'm going to be stuck in there. This is the longest part because he has to find all of the boxes on his own. He's running around himself. If I go down there, oh, he got the code. So this is now the third code. Remember, there's 5 codes. And glass is broken, door shut. So now I'm stuck up in here. I have my healing drone, mending drone, and I also have the healing hive. So I could drop that if I need to. And we're still on the third code because it takes him a little while if he doesn't, like the first 2 codes, he got lucky. I think they're on his side. These one now he's got to run around and find the codes. Well, actually dealing with all the ads coming out as well. Now the ads are actually pretty easy. They're not that bad. So Kajay is just annihilating everyone. And with the mending drone, it should be enough to keep me alive up here. Even at 100 stacks, it's never going to be too much. So he got that third code now. You see we're at 50% for the Crucible. I can actually damage him from here if I wanted to, but it doesn't really matter because he will heal. He'll do his little heal thing. Now we're just waiting for the 4th code to come up. There it is. I read him off the code. Like I said, there's a description below to a video and with the timestamp of how to read those codes. Now we just got to wait for him to find the right code. You can see him. Kajay's in the room right now. He's going out C door to go check those codes. So now we're just waiting for the 5th code. Kajay's in the C door, just waiting there. He's actually opened the door, but he's staying inside. Now the 5th code is out. He read the code off to me. I tell him what it is, and he goes and finds it. And then once that's done, we can actually start moving the Crucible. So I already got the boss down pretty far. I believe he does heal. I'm not 100% sure on that. I can't remember. And you can see even at 100 stacks, my drone's doing a pretty good job keeping me alive up here. Just waiting on that last code to get done. Once it is, I can start moving the Crucible. All right, so he got that last code. Now I'm actually starting to take a little more damage here, so I threw my hive out so I stay alive, because I still have to handle moving the Crucible and the water. Once that's done, if I die, it's okay. He can handle the rest of it. but I have to stay alive long enough to do that part of it. Waiting for the fire to die down a little bit so I can actually go and move the crucible. Now he's gonna do his white mechanic. Crucible's locked right now, even though we're 100%. Now I can move it. You can see right there is he did his white mechanic. Unfortunately, Kajay got caught in it. He was trying to pop it so he wouldn't do it, and he also healed. It's always good to go back and look at your videos, because what I should have did here was, I can see my hive is at about like 4 or 5 stacks right now, ticks left. I should have broke my hive so that Kajay gets his revive hive back, because at this point 1 or 2 ticks isn't going to matter to me, but it would get his hive back up in, for him in case he goes down again. And I start moving the crucible. We shoot the locks off. And I move the crucible again. I just keep doing this. The second lock. And without fire up here, once again, my drone is actually keeping me alive with 100 stacks. As long as he has, once he throws fire up here, I'm kind of screwed. Now here's the third and final lock. Once this is done, Kajay is going to have to go and take care of the water. Now, unfortunately, I don't have much DPS. I'm actually running a healing build, so you see it took a little bit to get those locks down. We're going to do 2 more moves, and we're going to dump it. And I just dumped the lava. Now, Kajay's got to go get us a water. The water is the same way as the previous ones, but once you get water, it stays there. It doesn't slowly go down until you hit the switch. Now, unfortunately, we had a delay getting water simply because the train was doing its white mechanic where the main gun was going to fire its round. So what we're going to do, instead of using RPGs, we're actually going to manually just shoot it down with our rifles. Obviously, Kajay is doing most of the damage where my build doesn't do much, but I'll try and help out as much as I can. All right, we took care of that. Now we have to go on to get water. Like I said earlier, the nice thing about the water here is that once Kajay gives it to me, we have 50 now. It doesn't ever go down until I actually hit the switch. So what you want to do is get it up to the right amount, which is between 80 and I think 86. Once it's there, then you wait till he's almost ready to go put it in, and then go from there. So you want 3 25s and a 15, which gives you 85. Now we're at 70 right now. I'm waiting for him to run to another one. Like I said, unfortunately, he's doing all the work downstairs, so he's running around from C to B to A and just trying to get it. So now I'm just trying to stay out of the fire so I don't just burn up too much. So once he hits the last 15, I'm gonna wait till he gets back in the room. I'll communicate through Discord and say, hey, you ready for the water? Hit the water, and then he'll spray down the tank. And at that point, then it's just a matter of taking out the boss. So this part actually gets easier once he gets in the room and he stops throwing Molotov cocktails up at me or whatever it is, the fire bombs. Now he's in the room, he's on him. I gotta wait till, well, I can actually go over there and get a little flamed up. You can see it's at 90. It's a little too much, but I think it's okay, so we just hit it there. So it looks like on Discovery, it's not as exact. You can give just as long as it's probably over 80 is fine. Kajay just did the water, he's all set. Now just DPS the boss. And like the other one, this is not too difficult, this boss. It's just the guy down below has a lot to do. The guy upstairs does not. It's just hanging out and chilling. Just as long as you have a nice healing build, you'll be all set. So in the end, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please hit that like button below and leave a comment if you have any questions. I'll do my best to answer them. If you'd like to see more content like this, then please smash that subscribe button. And you can also hit me up when I'm live over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Maniacarty, where I stream Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evening starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, agents, happy hunting.